Cool, I think those fade outs are getting jankier every single time I do this. It's really ridiculous. You'd have thought I'd have learned by now, wouldn't you? Hello, welcome to another stream. Sorry I missed last week. To be blunt, I was feeling pretty under the weather regardless, and then my internet didn't fucking work, so I kind of got out easy on that one, which was fine. But I'm back. We're going to make a lot of fun music in the next hour to hour and a half. I don't know what's going to happen. If you've never seen this stream before, basically what happens is I just dick about. We just make any random thing. We're not going to make anything particularly targeted. We're not going to aim for anything. We'll use loads of weird samples that chat throws in. We'll take suggestions. We'll just kind of have a fun time. No pressure, easy hangs, and then we just kind of just relax. How's everyone doing with the quarantine and the way the world's at the moment? It's a weird place to be in, all right? It's very strange. How's everybody holding up? Here in England, it is unusual to say the least, but our government were incredibly slow to respond, so we unfortunately have basically been really behind the curve, and it's only really now that things are starting to properly change. Cool, chat's popping off. Clipsy, of course I remember you. Hello, I did resample your burp many years ago. Gazelle, Throne Kunai, Stridey, Renix, everybody's in. Hello, how are we all doing? It is lovely to see everybody in the chat. It's nice to have my stream fam. It makes me feel relaxed. Like I have control over something. Wanted to say that I'm hyped for the EP on Friday. Thanks for bringing Friday Tracks up. That's alright. I feel like you will not be expecting it because it's not really proper Anki stuff. It's definitely unusual for sure. It was made basically in collaboration with someone from the New York Times because he basically did a book, a really, really interesting book that I really want to chat about. But I can't just yet. But it's a really interesting book, and he wanted basically to get some of his favourite musicians to write music about it. So I read it cover to cover, and then I made 5 songs about it. It's really fun. Maybe I'll show you something a bit later. Who knows? But first and foremost, we need to make some stuff. I've arbitrarily set my BPM to 105. I don't know what we're going to be making. If you have any recommendations, suggestions, or things you just want, then let me know and we'll work on that. But for now, I think what I've accidentally done here is done a traditional Anki floor to the floor 105 banger. So let's work on that, shall we? That would make some sense. All right, let's make a kick drum. Boom, boom, boom. Still bet we'll be able to find some new Anki sounds in it. You will. There'll be some traditional stuff. Again, this was made like months and months ago. Probably about 6 or 7 months ago, I think. So it's not really that. It's not that reflective of where the new stuff will be going, but it does sound pretty fun. It's pretty nice. Kick is drowning me out. Thank you very much. Down it comes. To be fair, it's a very loud kick. Once again, if you've never seen the stream before, you will know that my setup is at best shaky. So if bad things happen, let me know and we'll try and fix things, because at the moment it's just a little bit strung together with like spit and string. There we go. So this has a really nice little sub frequency, but what I really want to do is carve out the punch area and load in a kick specifically designated for it. Clipsy, how do I send you samples? Just throw it in a WeTransfer link and we'll go and grab it. Waves in the chat. Hello, Alex. How are we doing? I hope you're doing well over in America, and the lockdown in California isn't too horrendous. What am I looking for here? Punchy drums. Let's do punchy drums. There we go. Any questions, comments, etc., things you want to discuss, drop it in the chat, and we will do just that. Cool. It's a little rhyme. Right, that is just a lovely kick drum, but all of that room and space is not exactly what we're looking for. This has one good thing and one good thing only, and that is this lovely kind of 100 to 200 range, and that's exactly what we're going to work with. Goodbye, all of you. Pop you up there. That's kind of what we're looking for. Let me just copy and paste this so I can hear it properly. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's nice. Lovely. So what we're going to do is crack on and get an OTT on that, because why wouldn't we? It's the first of many OTTs for today. Lovely punch, exactly what we were looking for. Although I still don't care for all that space. Let's get rid of all of that. I love that we're starting this music making stream with the dullest possible thing, doing drum layering and drum production. There we go. Is your audio interface working this week? To be honest, I have it deactivated at the moment for the stream because it was causing so many issues. So probably no guitar, but I might risk it in a second. What I might do is hook it back up so you won't be able to hear Reason for a little while, and we'll just record something. But could be the best way to do it, to be honest. That's nice. Let's compress you as a unit and then EQ. Boom, 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 boom. That's very nice. That's a good kick. That's too loud. That was a slip of the finger, and no one needs that. Gamma is in the chat. The Mischief Maker himself is here. Welcome. How are we all doing? Brace yourself, because he has come to ruin this stream, as he always does. Nice to have you in, man. You know I jest. You know I love you. Right, that is sounding usable enough. Lovely. Not a huge fan of that, and to be honest, I could definitely cut that. Yeah, that's nice and tight. That's a nice tight kick drum. That's a nice tight kick drum. Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and throw on a clap, or just like a little snare. May as well start with a VR. Pong! I'm kind of feeling these low ones, these low fundamentals. Those could be quite pretty. I could mess with that. Every channel has to clip at plus 6 dB. I mean, to be honest, that's not far off from my traditional mixing, so... Let's just load you in. That will work for now. It does say something about how overcompressed our kick is, that that's making a Virtual Riot sample sound restrained. I'm definitely feeling like a kind of bouncy rhythm here. I don't really know why. Maybe I'm in a bouncy mood. I don't know. That does sound kind of nice, so let's compress you. Too much super high, but it's a nice tight clap. Yeah, don't need that. Ridiculous think otherwise, and I don't really think that we need that. Goodbye. Goodbye. There we go now. Lovely. Let's get ourselves a sidechain going. Let's get some pads on the go, and let's make some pretty chords, shall we? So you've got 3 samples to dump on you. Can't wait. It begins. Cool. What do I want to make? Let's go ahead and start by doing a little supersaw. Laszlo Eglo a lot. Oh, I haven't listened to Laszlo in a long time, actually. That's a bit of a throwback for me. Dude's good fun. It could be cool if you try and remake the piano sound in that. Okay. Yeah, we could have a look at that a bit later. That'd be fun. Clipsy, any upload sites? Use WeTransfer. It's probably the easiest one to go for. Usually I would not be using Serum for this kind of thing, but because we are public facing and we're on a stream, everyone asks me to use Serum anyway, so that's what we'll do. Lovely. Way too fucking loud. Let's go ahead and get some noise on there. How do you do your sidechain in MIDI like that? You've done it for ages and I can never figure it out. I will show you in just 1 second. Let me go ahead and bring this leveling down and get my noise right. Lovely. Let's just compress you very quickly. Lovely. We'll deal with that a bit later. There we go. Still too loud, door. Yeah, that's just a very loud patch, to be honest, when you first start making it, because you're doing So many voices all in one. What was I going to talk about? Relix wanted to know how I did the sidechain MIDI. So basically all I'm doing here is utilizing this lovely tool called a shaper box, which is set to a pattern that looks like this. So the moment I click the MIDI trigger, it goes all the way down and just comes all the way back up again to full. And you can just change exactly what that curve looks like, which is really, really nice, how short or long that is. What I've got here is there's just a little MIDI trigger that says one shot. And then what I do is just on the channel for the combinator, I just trigger it using a MIDI drum. But that is not something that is that easy to set up, and it's actually not something I used to do. What I used to do was simply do traditional sidechain compression. So I would have like a normal compressor like this, set to some extreme sidechain settings like this, blah, blah, blah. And then there would be a sidechain input. Now, instead of running like all of the things I wanted to sidechain into that little input or putting a compressor on every single one, I would simply put this on a bus, route everything I wanted sidechained to this bus, and then I would put on a little drum machine here, load in a drum sample. Oh god, drum sample, quick, any drum, that'll do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And as you can see, every time this drum sample triggers now, boop, 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 we're actually getting our gain reduction that we need from sidechaining. Boop, 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 boop. So you just kind of tailor the length and the kind of snap of that drum to taste. And you're actually getting your sidechaining rhythm coming through quite nicely. So then when you create a MIDI lane for this drum lane, you've got yourself sidechain MIDI, which is very, very handy and something I would really recommend doing. That's a very quick breakdown. We have some samples to download. Let's get it. Really hope this is legit. I'm putting a lot of faith in you right now. Sure, open. Okay, extract all. What have you sent me? You sent me a kick, something called Okai, and a cry. Let's load you in. What do we have to play with? Huari kick. Okay, those are pretty cool. Definitely will mess with those for some interesting impacts and some bass edits. Okay. This is the weebiest shit, love it. Okay, cool. We can definitely play with that at the end of phrases. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that would have to go there, I think. Okay. Although I'm not sure about the notes in the background, that could make things a little bit trickier. Okay. Yeah, that could be frustrating. Okay, like there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We'll see. We'll see if that one can work for us. If not, then I'll just turn the O into like an atmosphere or something. Okay. Oh yeah, not super sold on that. Let me just tighten you up. Okay. Okay. That's kind of fun. Pitch you up an octave. Ooh, too much. Too chipmunky. Yeah, don't really know if we're going to be able to use that one. Yeah, we can see. We can see if we can play with that. And then last but not least, what was our final sample? Waha cry. Waha. Oh, Christ. I don't feel super comfortable using any of that. That's gone. Goodbye. We'll just pick this one. Sidechain compression is it. What are we making today? I have no fucking idea. As always, we have no clue. Let's just see what we can do. It's just all anime sounds. Yeah, I picked up on that pretty swiftly. Let's go ahead and get the chord progression on the go, and then I think let's make an interesting rhythm out of it. Are you running through sidechain? Yes, you are. That's what I just did. Okay, so... let's say that that's our one. We're going to go ahead and be in G sharp minor, because why the hell not? Let's go with you. Let's go with a classic kind of sound for now. Also, this sidechain is so lengthy. This is set up for like dubstep settings, and this is not a dubstep track, so that's not what we need. You can leave, thank you. Don't need you. You can definitely come back here-ish. There we go. Asked last week if I could play songs from the cancelled album. Yeah, we could maybe look at a demo. That could be fun. Oh yeah, the nice little bouncy rhythm. Let's do that. Maybe down to the 6, 7 rather. Don't know what I'm saying. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, and then like a little 3-2 walk down. That'd be gorgeous. This is a bit slow for me as well. Speed it up. That'd be press record sequence. Use a borrowed chord at the end of every 2 or 4 cycles. Okay, yeah, we could do something fancy at the end of every phrase. Maybe like kind of hint at the Mixolydian, like throw a little major 4. That'd be very, very nice. Let's see what we can work with. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just hearing that little riff in there. But this chord's a little bit more. Yeah, that's a little nicer. Just that one note in there. Let's do that. Jazzy. Whoop, nope. That's actually what we want. Yeah. That'd be really nice. Alright, what you got for me, Clipsy? Huh? What you got? Save file. I don't know where that ended up. I'm going to try that again. Save file. Okay, I don't know where that's ending up because it's fucking Mozilla. Ah, I found you. Stupid Mozilla. Right, what's this sample that you sent me then? What are we working with? It's pretty. I think let's play with that aspect of it. Just that one little bit. Windows XP startup slowed down. That's nice. I like that. Okay, let's mess with it then. Lovely. So we need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take you up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's kind of fun. Let's reverse you. And let's set you up as our kind of floating atmosphere in the background. Dun, 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 dun. One of the sub-1 trees 7 years ago. Guess better late than never. Well, maybe we can throw in a bass sound and make everybody happy, right? One of the old crew back in here. Nice to see you, man. What is this door? This is Reason. Reason 10 to be precise, because I cannot yet afford Reason 11. But it is absolutely beautiful and gorgeous and perfect in every way, and I will hear no bad words against it. It's absolutely fantastic. It literally does the same as every other door you can imagine. Every door is pretty much on a level playing field these days. It just... it's laid out slightly differently. As long as it makes sense in your kind of workflow, that's really all that matters. And this one makes the most sense to me because it feels like actually being in front of a nice mixing board and a nice rack, and it feels very physical. I can twiddle things, it feels great. What am I doing here? That's nice, but we can definitely play around more with it, to be honest. Up an octave. There we go. That's what we need. Just floating along from there. That's nice. Compress the reverb in. There we go. Lovely. That's just going to float along in the background, giving us a nice held note to play with. And now all I need to do is actually produce out this fucking riff. I don't know if I like that bounce. I quite like the 16th bounce, actually. I maybe... I don't know. Do we keep 16th or do we keep 8th? Up to you. Azubuk, how are you doing? AzuBK. For some reason, it immediately jumped in with Azubuk as your name. I'm sorry. Hello. Welcome back. Let's get rid of it. Nah, I actually quite prefer it on that like bouncy like that. Yeah, I think that speaks to the kind of basic rhythm of it a little bit more. And then dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And then move you up there. Whoa, no. There we go. I don't know about you. I forgot you were in there. You son of a bitch snuck up on me. That's kind of nice, but then we need a different end. That second to last chord will be held for half the bar, then repeated again, but minor. I'm not adverse to that at all. Although to be fair, when you do that, you do kind of need to land on you kind of need to land on the 3 rather than the 1, but we'll see if it works. That's what we need. Let's get rid of you. So I've got my triad. That's the movement you're looking for, right? I don't know if that's going to loop back all right, but let's see if it does. Nah, it doesn't really work for me, unfortunately. However, it's a nice chord to bear in mind when we do like a breakout and do a verse. That could be cool. I'd like that. I don't know what I'm quite hearing. That chord, the like flattening down to the minor 6, is what I like to call the Disney chord, because it's really like the end of a musical kind of thing, like da, 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 like properly resolving very operatically, and it really only works if you can land on the 3. I now don't like that. I want to change chord there. I think we should put this up to the 3. If we just hype that up. No, not there. Let's do that instead. Yeah, that'd be really, really pretty. Love a good 5. Yeah, it really reminds me of Muse, and I can't shake that feeling every single time. Maybe a 5. That'd be really nice. Like that there. Nah, not really feeling that, to be honest. Maybe a 4. Ooh, okay. Let's play around with that. Very important question though. Why do I see both Firefox and Chrome? So basically, I use Chrome day to day, and then when I was trying to stream, turns out Chrome really CPU heavy, and my computer kept dying. So Firefox is much lighter for that. So I run Twitch on Chrome while I'm streaming. That's the only reason why. Right, what was I going to do with you? 4, right? There we go. I think what we'll do is like a little walk up, and then do like a 5 again. If I can steal a 5 from somewhere, because I really can't be bothered to write one, I'm just that lazy. Let's move that back in there. That could be kind of fun. And then just get like a 7 to round us off, just because we're easy like that. There we go. That works for me. Lovely. I'll clip the animal sounds for us. It's alright. It'll do. I think we can still come up with a nicer chord progression, to be honest, but right now I think it's high time we actually arrange the rest of this song. Maybe we'll come back to it. What sound am I working with here? Toshino Kyoto. Toshino Kyoko! Well, yep, that's that. These chord sounds very detuned. I mean, yeah, they are quite detuned. They're pretty thick. That's without detune. And it don't sound great. We can work with that for sure. I don't quite know where we'll put you. I'm going to put you in the holding pen with the others for now, and then we'll play with you. Let's throw you in there. And then all we need to do is just take you off. To do a bump. Lovely, and then we can just, whoa, not you. Why did that happen? You should stay together, there we go. And then all the way down at the bottom, all the way down at the top, we have ourselves a film. Lovely. Okay, so from there, we can high pass and come down. Right, then let's see what these are again. Oh, I reckon we can actually do something fun with these for like little glitch edits inside the basses. Inside the pads, rather. I think that sound would be really nice. No, it won't be. Maybe I'm hearing that instead. No, neither of those. What was I hearing? Maybe it is that, but tightened. Maybe it is. Let's try that. That's cool. Yeah, I reckon we can get weirder with that. Higher. Getting something cool. Getting there. Just find it. Find the weirdness. Maybe like a 30-tooth roll or something. That could be kind of neat. It's got to the point where we can barely even recognize what they are. Matoid, lovely music. Thank you very much. Welcome into this bizarre stream that we have going on. Gamma, bass request for breakdown. Sine wave with 8 voices and about half D2 and then compress the fuck out of it. I mean, that's not going to sound bad. I like this thing. Really like the bit crush transitions you do, like in the final drop of your remix. It feels great. Those are easy as sin, man. They're super, super simple. But very fun. And definitely I overused the fuck out of them, but I really couldn't care less. They're very, very fun to me. What I am going to do for this weird kick that we're working with is distort the balls off it quickly with like a trash. Right, let's go ahead and get some very heavy distortion going on. Doesn't really matter what it is, as long as it sounds kind of neat. I like the idea of a thrasher. Thrasher sounds cool. And let's compress the balls out of you. I like doing this kind of blind production. No idea how this is going to sound whatsoever until we hear it. Let's have a listen to you now. Ooh. Kind of pretty, but not nice enough. Extra crispy instead. Let's try you. Yeah. That's more fun. I like you. Okay, go ahead and sidechain, please. That's pretty fun. We can come back and edit some weirder things into that later. Would you mind showing us your bass and synth layers? Absolutely not. I don't mind whatsoever. At the moment, there isn't one. There's literally one synth, and that's about it. But the whole purpose of this stream is that I don't care about hiding things. I don't think there's any secret sauce to making music or any particular secrets I want to keep hidden from the rest of the world. As far as I'm concerned, I could show you exactly how I made all of my music, and each one of you would then go away and do it differently anyway. Like, it's about making those hundreds of thousands of decisions as you're making like a track. It's ridiculously overcomplicated. So even if I told you exactly how to do it, we still all wouldn't do it the same way. Dan, what is that saying? It literally is just a serum, and it's just a saw wave, and that's it. Oh no, wait, that's an initialized patch. Yeah, it's just a serum. It's just a saw wave, detuned, bright noise, and it's being compressed a tiny bit, not too much. And it's just been nicely voiced. That's literally it. Simple things done well, my dude. Simple things done well always sounds better than overly complex, mediocre stuff. Lovely. So now what I need to do is jump on creating this little art line that we were going to do. So a little bit of detune, not too much. Lovely. Very, very simple. Then we're just going to distort the balls off it. Ah! My ears. My poor little ears. I was making a Doom soundtrack ripoff just before this, and my ears are not forgiving me, to be perfectly honest. Lovely. And let's go ahead and make a little bit of delay in there. Whoa! I don't want to disconnect that device. That's not what I want to do at all. Yeah, literally, Gamma makes a very fair point. Anything that you see in these streams, anything that we'll talk about, you can make on any DAW with any synth. There will not be anything particularly bespoke, because to be honest, I don't believe in that shit. There are very few things you can't do on basically every synthesizer. All you need is a oscillator to generate noise, some filter and some envelopes to kind of sculpt them, and then just some basic processing tools to shape them afterwards. Keep it simple, my friend. Saying that as I just create this horrible wash. Let me just make this mono. There we go. That's very dead mouse. Lovely. Let's play around with just making a kind of nice 16th run over the top of these chords. So what key are we in again? I forget. I think we're about there, aren't we? Let's go with that. Learn your toolset really well rather than buying loads of extra synths and you'll probably never learn how to use. That's exactly that. Seriously. Learn your basics and your simple ones. It's so much useful. Stick to one synth if you need to. So I realise I haven't actually stuck to the pattern here. I've just let that play out. Let's hear how that sounds just going by itself. Be a bit weird. It's okay, it does the job, but it's not really what I was thinking. So let's go back and do something more fun here. Let's focus on like prettier notes and do them very, very fast. I reckon what we'll do is oscillate between our, what we're going to do is oscillate between our 3 and our 7, and we're going to do it incredibly fast. Too fast. That's too fast. What we want is that kind of like video gamey separation. Which is getting there, but again, still a little too fast. So let's try that. There we go. That's actually what we were looking for. A little bit more playful. Yeah, that's very nice. Hell yeah. Except what I don't enjoy is how quiet you are and how loud you are in the gaps. I'm going to just mute you purely in here. Telephone-esque. It is a little bit. I'm sorry if anybody checked their phone just then. That's what we were looking for. There we go. Much more like a lead layer now. Much better. Perfect. Dun, dun, dun. And then what I reckon we'll do is go ahead and move this down to the 1. Because that way we're actually outlining what that melody is doing, which is a really nice idea. It's always nice to kind of double up the line. Da, 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 da. And then I think if we can mimic that up high. Yeah, that's really pretty up there, actually. I didn't expect it to be, but it really is. Oh, don't mind if I do. That's actually turned out quite nice. Hell yeah. What a little line. I'll take that. Okay, thank you so much for teaching these techniques. I do not mind whatsoever, my dude. I hope it's helpful. Right, now we need to actually write this line to work with the rest of it. I'm learning music production, but all I use is white notes. How can I solve this problem? To be honest, it's much less to... how to best describe this. So it's much better not to think about it in terms of like how complex can my scales get. Literally learn one scale, learn the melodic minor scale inside and out, otherwise known as the Aeolian, I can't even talk, the Aeolian mode. So basically what you tend to want to be able to do with is actually learn the formula. So instead of just thinking about it like white notes, start by doing it on the white notes. So I'll very quickly show you on here on this little serum patch. Lovely. So say we were only using white notes and we wanted to do a minor, we would start on this A. Lovely, and we got ourselves a little minor. Perfect. That's the scale that you'd really need to learn and use, right? What this can be, once you've learned that formula and how each of those notes actually work out for you, you can transpose that anywhere you like, as long as you know the gaps between the notes and the formula that you're using. You can up and down anywhere, and the relationship is still the same. Lovely. Then we need to get on about actually how to harmonize a scale, which is very easy, but it's also not particularly entertaining for everybody else. So we'll get into that later. I think it's a virtual right kick. He likes them a lot. I actually don't use virtual right kicks at all, apart from on this stream. It's just they're really easy to load in and quickly work with. So yeah, the bottom layer is a virtual right kick, which has had all the punch taken out of it, and then I put all the punch back in using a dedicated kick that has loads of it. Which sounds like that, and as you can see we've sculpted accordingly and then bussed them together, compressed them, EQ'd them again, and you end up with that really lovely punchy kick. Now I need to change you up. No. I mean, I do kind of like when the two lines separate out, but just to kind of... That'd be nice. What am I doing? What am I doing? That's not what we want to hear. That'd be a nice little line. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. And we can go ahead. Now, new drinking game. Every time I say the words, there you go, go ahead and take a shot. See how long you last. Let's get rid of you. Perfect. So we'll shove that in there. Then on the dope phase you went through. Dude, I just get nervous on stream, alright? I really do. And then let's go ahead and stutter you. That's kind of what we're looking for, but to be honest, it's not quite there. Let's get a nice hard transient starting on the bar. Whoa, no, not you. There we go. And then let's just re-trigger you. That's very, very stupid, but I kind of like it, so let's play with it a little bit more. Start with a bit crush because someone asked us to use a bit crush, so that's what we're doing. And then halfway through we'll just destroy it. Beautiful. That's pretty fun. Let's compress you to like bring out that nice sparkly highs that we had. Beautiful. Lovely. Nearly done with it. What I want to do is just start panning these left and right for no discernible reason. Pitch bend that last bit up. Well, that's maybe what we could do later on. Never like assume that we're just going to use an idea once and never come back to it again. Best songs always use the ideas multiple times, just vary up the processing or the automation each time, and you can end up with a slew of interesting things. There we go. Let's hear that. And then panning is still broken. I'm sure it is. Never mind. I can hear it and it sounds really cool. So what am I looking to do here? That's right. Let's get a sub going so it actually sounds beefy on the bottom. Let's just use not that. As cool as that sound is. Oof. Brutal. Let's go ahead and change that, please, to a sub that we can actually, you know, use. That'd be very useful. Cool, I am really starting to get ahead. Away you go. Let's just focus on that nice low sub part. Beautiful sidechain. Where's my sub? I did put it underneath the synth. That's exactly what we wanted. Good. So what we're going to do is just copy all the notes down, join you up, move you up to G2. Boom, there we go. And then we're just going to go ahead and get rid of everything that's not our root note. That looks like it. Great, and now we've got ourselves a sub. definitely need some symbols on here for sure to make it, you know, lively. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Hi-hats. Sure, let's do that on like an 1/8, just so that it's constantly kind of, oh, actually, yeah. Not that you're going to be able to hear this, but I'm going to do some panning. Post-stream, you export it and put it on WeTransfer for us. We will maybe see. I don't like the idea of putting things out there that aren't done or finished, and this most certainly will not be, but we'll see. So that at the moment is really, really boring. Let's fix you, shall we? Yes, I'm aware how horrible that sounds. That's better. How the turntables is by far one of my favourite Office quotes. Now we need something to like go into all of these gaps. We need to fill these out. Wonder what width though. Do we do bass edits and glitches, or do we do like fun little instrumental, maybe like guitars or something? Nah, we do basses. I think we do basses for sure. Let's make one. We never make one on stream. Let's make one. We'll use Serum again, just because it's a stream, so everyone wants to see Serum, so let's use that. Let's use any old wave table. Let's use a monster. Oh, it's so brutal. That's actually not a bad idea. Try and use the like Waha cry. I mean, I'm not going to use that just on principle. But maybe we could use Okai and turn you into a wavetable. So bounce, clips the disc. Let's try that. Yes, yes, yes. Out you go. Lovely. Now let's try and work with that, shall we? This is probably going to be a mess. We may end up just going straight back. Okay, so what we want to do here is do that. Import. Let's go 124. Let's go to desktop. Okay, lovely. So I'm going to get rid of you. I can't remember how to do that. God, it's been a long time. There we go. Remove current. Lovely. Let's have a listen to this wavetable, shall we? Well, it would help if I could actually, you know, play the note I was looking at. Okay, we can mess with this. This is fine. It's just going to need a little bit of tidying up in this editor. I think we're all good. I'm just going to get rid of these last 2 frames because they really don't need to be there. And now let's go ahead and like crossfade just to get you a little bit smoother. That'll do. And now let's play around with making this a square wave, shall we? Why would it let me? Let's go and use. Yeah, let's go on Squarify. Okay, we can mess with this. Okay. Let's turn you to an 8th. And we're off. We're going somewhere. That's kind of a nice spot. I quite like that. And let's turn you down. FM from B. I want to normalize that in the wavetable headset. Well, this is the thing. We're going to be adding boatloads of gain with some distortion and some compression in a little bit. So I'm going to leave it as it is for now. Okay, okay. That's kind of fun. Yeah, getting somewhere. Alright, tiny little bit of noise. White noise. Okay. This sounds so fucking good. It amazes how much you fuck up sound, and then at the end of the stream you press play and everything sounds amazing. Amazing is not what I would describe it as, but it does something, that's for sure. Let's go with... Let's just go with a high pass. Don't even need much more to it, to be honest. There we go. Lovely. I think a little bit lower, actually. Yeah, I like that. That's quite nice. Right, let's go ahead and give it like a little bit of distortion and some hyper. Lovely. Nice and fast. Actually, a bit more detune. That'll be fine. Oh, Tanker's in the house. Hello. Tired and very late, but I'm glad you're here, mate. We're ruining anime forever. How are you? Lovely. Filter. Yeah, this is gonna get fun now. Yeah, like that. That's fun. Let's go ahead and get you. Tidy it up a little bit. Dash Jane, nice to see you, my guy. How you doing? This is getting more and more rhythm the longer I hold down this note. The longer the note, the more rhythm. Right. That's actually a pretty cool little sound to start with. That's pretty fun. Now let's go ahead and mess with it a lot. So first and foremost, lovely. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Perfect. And now we're going to start actually drawing in some notes and automating the balls off of this so that it sounds more interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot what song we were making. I got carried away making rhythm, sorry. Wow, you need to be pre, don't you? It's actually a pretty decent rhythm bass, actually. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Right, let's EQ this bad boy, shall we? Goodbye, foul beast. Lovely, that's kind of what we're looking for. Well, I missed that warmth now. There we go. Do you watch anime? Not a lot, to be honest. I love most Studio Ghibli. I love Your Name, especially. That's a great film. Obviously, that's not Studio Ghibli. It's just a great film. But serialized anime, no, never really got into it. Which is weird because I love basically every other thing that you can imagine that's geeky, but just never really got into anime for some reason. Obviously, loved like old school. Shitty anime for children when I was growing up because it was all the things I used to love, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all that kind of stuff, but I never really kept up with it. Do I remember this? What sample is it? Burp. Of course I remember the burp sample. Don't really know how we're going to work with it, but obviously it's got to go in for old time's sake. Let me just throw that in the sample. Boom! And we've got ourselves a burp. This is a really meaty one if I remember rightly. Oh, it's great actually. It's a really nice sound. Yeah, we could definitely play with that. I kind of want to mess with like granular synthesis with that. That could be very fun. Maybe that comes a little bit later. Okay, let's shove you in. Get some basses on the roll. Right, now that it's actually in there, that feels really plonked and really cheesy. So let's actually mess with that a little bit. Let's get a little bit more like a wow going in there. Change the pattern a little bit. Nice. Getting there a little bit better. A bit nicely. And let's do another one there as well. But that time we'll actually edit it up and do like a couple of little short ones. Not that short though, Jesus. Like there. And then turn you on maybe a 16th. That's a 16th triplet. That would sound very bad indeed. 16th, please. What am I doing? I mean, I kind of like that sound. Maybe let's play around with some automation, because that's always fun. Keep open. What else could we do? Automate the rate, naturally. Automate the oscillator there. Automate the wavetable position. Automate the FM. Automate the filter. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's mess with some of those, shall we? Sure, let's take the warp way up. That's fun. That's nice. Quite like that. Maybe let's change it. Getting there. Maybe we could dive. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's fun. Then extreme. And that one I think we'll just use a little audio stinger for. New bass audio, what can we throw? Those ones are fun. Maybe if we load them in really quickly. Nope, nope, that sounds absolutely disgusting. Why would I do that? Bad idea. Nope, I don't think it's your turn. Yeah, let's do a cue. There we go, that's quite nice. Sidechain U. Oh, I know exactly what's coming in there. It's got to be the burp, obviously. Back in we go. Let's get the burp sidechaining, the most important. There we go. Yeah, God, it's so loud. It's so fucking loud. Why does it kind of work? Every single time it always gets me. Let's put you down. And then just a little reverse of you. That's pretty cool. And then you, I think. That's pretty fun, but I think we could move you from bottom to top, and we can move the LFO rate all the way up to the top as well. See how that Very fun. Bit crush the bird. If you say so. We will lose a little bit of the kind of like nice. It sounds stupid, but it's very nicely recorded. So we will lose a little bit of that nice top end sheen, but fuck it. We can do something a little bit fun with it. There we go, that's actually kind of a nice little timbre, bit lower. I think that's actually going pretty well. What we need to do now is change how this one sounds, maybe a bit lower. Bit faster. No, a bit slower. Bit more. And then you're a bit too glitchy for my liking. I want to make you longer. That's actually really fun. But way too long. There we go. Let's get you back in where you belong. And keep going. Yeah, that's very fun. Likewise, you. Why isn't that changing as much as I want it to? Maybe I'll just take this off. Maybe the rhythm's not what I'm looking for. This literally just sounds like those old trap vocals you get. You know, like, oh, just sounds like that. Now what I'll do is reverse you and pitch you up. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere pretty fun. So what we'll do is load in another phrase, please. There we go, and that's where we're going to add in all of our elevation. That was weird, I forgot about the mute. Lovely, now it's time to load in some... Ooh, we could just load in some weird loops. Why don't we go to like old Vengeance loops that really shouldn't work with a genre and just force them to? That'd be nice. God, my headache is coming on fucking strong though. Tell you what, I'll code till 6 and then I'll call it a day. 128 BPM. Don't mind if I loop. Oh, these are bad. Love it. That's exactly the level of bad I was looking for. Perfect. Maybe it wasn't. I think we just need brightness. After try moving the first chord completely. Oh, you know we're going to do a dumb fill. You know we're going to do a dumb fill. That sounds great. That is probably more what we're looking for, actually. Sounds good to me. Lovely. So what you're saying is remove the first chord, which we absolutely have to do. And the first beat. Just the first everything. You're gone. You're dead to me. That's going to be very, very strange. Goodbye. 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 And goodbye. So now we do actually need you to be muted, and we need this first base hit to be stupid, like really, really silly. So I'm going to load in another new one. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do little combinator very quickly. Let's do it that one, because that's fun. And get rid of the burp. That's what we're looking for. It's so egregiously loud and so stupid. Gotta need water. Let's go start high, go low, have a thought cue. Let's throw this on the second part. Alright, let's have a look at what you're giving me here. New window. Now I'm intrigued. God, I haven't used Mega Upload in years. Very mysteriously titled 001.mp3. Let's have a look at you. What have you delivered me, my good man? Jesus, good Christ. Let's do that. I love it. It must be involved. Where do we even put you? Starting there. That's going to be our nice high elevation. Great. Let's have a look at what pitch it thinks this is. Let's use the Melodyne inside Reason and see what kind of pitch we're at. Nearly where I want it to be. Perfect. Let's use... Let's actually put you on key. Never test me. We will always find a way to make this work. Always. Never think you can just sneak something past me. It will not happen. Let's move this back here. You never made Waha Cry work. Yep, that's purely out of print. That's pretty cool, but it's a little dry still, so let's actually send it back. Bit of reverb. Little bit of this to bring out some of those nice highs, and then we'll EQ the taste. Thank you very much. Goodbye. That works pretty well now, huh? I think we're done. Right, there's clearly space for a sample here. Do I have anything else in the tank? We have okay, so it doesn't really fit with this. However, we could kind of mess with it until it works. Up. That's pretty cool. I'll let you. That's very fun. Let me just do some fixing here. And by fixing, I mean immediately applying Bitcraft. There we go. Let's just add on one of you. Boop, 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 boop. Good. It's weird, this sample kind of keeps going in and out of tune, and I actually kind of really like it. I really do, that's really fun. There we go, let's try and... What am I even thinking? What am I thinking about doing here? Oh yeah, let's just round off the kind of transitions and get some sweeps going, and then probably call it a day, because my ears are absolutely dead. Let's use this as a little sweep. It's good. Nice little sound. And then you need to break out very stupid. But I have to admit, Azzy, that scream has absolutely made the difference. That's the thing that's really tying that whole second section together. Really nice. What am I actually looking for here? I hate when I do this. Great. And then you're definitely going to have to get sidechained and turned way the piss down. 9 you can come down to. Right. Oh man, I'm tired. Okay. Let's go ahead and move you down here. I don't really know what the hell we've done here, or how we managed to do this in an hour, but it's done. What am I actually looking for here again? Risers. That's right. Virtual Riot, FX, Risers. Jesus Christ. Let's get you in there instead. Perfect. Know where, like, I'm really intrigued to see where we'd actually go from here. I think we'd probably maybe go into more of like a bass work section, like we'd move this back here. Yeah, we'd actually get rid of all of you, I think, and then most of the pad hits, I think, and it would just kind of be like bass work from there. Yeah, that would be really fun, actually. As long as we do it right. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm not going to have time to finish it. My head is killing me. That being said, I do kind of want to. So what I'll do is just get rid of you. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Jesus. Let's copy you over again. Oh shit, what have I done? I'm being very stupid. I've gotten completely lost. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. Okay. I thought I had it right. And then you can move through there. Right, so then for this section, what we probably need is a lot more cymbal work and just a horrible, horrible bass line. So let's mess with one, shall we? Don't really have time to make another, so let's use like a random made preset user. I don't know what any of these sound like, so let's go with tight square, tighter square and EQ. That will have to do. Lovely. And naturally, we will shove on more compression than is possible. Keep wanting woodblock. Yeah, I could see some clave. That could be fun. That's what we need. Okay. So we're up there. Right. Doesn't quite have the groove, but getting near to the sound. So let's just load in a long note and then just play around with it. Loop it. Maybe let's get a little throwaway sound at the end instead. That's pretty cool. Maybe we could actually get like some bounce going here with some 16th, but like moving this shuffle off a bit. And then more of you, so it just gets really extreme really quickly. That's, I think, the one. I think we're starting to get there now. That's cool, but we definitely need this back in for sure. But maybe not. Yeah, getting something. And then each time we'll just change the warp amount just to something different and weird. So goo. That's SP goo. but we love to see it. Now that one's quite boring. I want it more extreme. Oh, that's why it's been muted for some time. Faster. Now, as fun as that one is, it has no groove whatsoever, so we need to like intersperse it. A little slower. Let's put you kind of here and here. There it is. Then more of you, getting faster. Then dive at the end, that's fun. Right, I think that's got to be me done, to be honest, because my ears are ruined. So let's just have a listen to this full 32 bars that we composed in the last hour. This has been really fun. Let's have a listen to what we got. And that's that. And that is the full-on track. And now we will ritualistically burn it, and it will never be heard by any human ever again, or be finished. Maybe I'll try and sell this to someone, who knows. But this was quite fun, actually. That was good. Oh, yeah. Good time. Right, I'm going to run away now, I'm afraid. However, before I go, there is new music coming. Yes, it is coming. On Friday, there will be 5 new songs. They're all very strange. They're not really traditional Anki, nor is it what I'm making now. Basically, they are a... Ooh, royalties, lovely. They are pretty much like a cinematic kind of angle. They're a much more cinematic electronic music. And to be honest, yeah, tell you what, let's listen to like a tiny bit of one maybe, so you kind of understand what we're in for. What am I looking for here? Let's listen to one, shall we? Just one. I'll load in this one. And I'm not even going to give you the whole thing. I'll literally just jump in halfway and you can hear what we're going to be working with. There we go. Let's jump in like there. Why not? This is what's coming out on Friday. that's what you're going to get. I'm just going to be that much of a dick. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. You'll have to wait till Friday to hear the rest of it. Sorry. No one's turning up to the next stream now. Sorry. I'm kind of not. That was the most fun I've had all day. Oops. You will get to listen to that in 3 days, along with 4 other songs, most of which sound nothing like that. One of them sounds like fucking Fury Road soundtrack. It's completely different. But I hope you're going to enjoy it either way. Anyway, I'm going to run, and I'm going to cook some food and eat a lot. Thank you very much for coming by. This has actually been really fun. I really do love the little stream family. You guys are all very lovely. This is a really nice place to hang out. I will see you all next week. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.